Miss Arielle.
Hello, hello, Arielle.
Anyway, Mike, how are you today? I'm glad that we can still either we are I'm here at Port Lucie, near Palm Beach. So next to me is our wonderful friend for more than 30 years.
Welcome.
Hi, Matt.
Hello, welcome, Myrna. And welcome to, I'll welcome myself to St. Port Lucie, and we will welcome you to the City of Lights, Las Vegas, Nevada.
Pretty cool. But anyway, let me even for instance, over 30 years way back in the Philippines, all over the world due to our advanced career. But now she established herself here in Port Lucie over 30 years now, 20 years. And, I don't know how she do it, but OMG, it's a hard job that business is. And she does most likely for yacht, boat, partners. So go ahead, Myrna, tell me about your business.
Well, actually, I do custom boats. Can do sculpture,
Right. You have
isinglass, and custom design upholstery for boats. And I can do interior for house, everything.
yeah. So Mac, if you buy a used boat, whatever, a yacht, she can make it brand new.
Wow, wow, little feedback there, but that's okay. Modern technology, I'm sure our viewers will understand. So I understand that, Ariel is such a great businesswoman and networker that she might be convincing me to buy a yacht, even though I don't know how to swim.
Hey, there's a like this. There's a like this. But anyway, I'm having a party tonight, and she's gonna have lots of friends come over for me to say goodbye. I'm leaving tomorrow morning, early morning, going back to Vegas to work. I have a lot of things to do myself, and she's so busy. As you can see, this is her 10,000 square footed building.
It's a mess.
I just help her actually, and yeah, I'm a good assistant, I guess.
So let me get this. I've got a question. While I don't have a yacht yet, I do have a rather aging limousine, I should say, in great condition. But just the other day, I was speaking to my guy at the house who's detailing my limousine, and I said, I think it's about time I take one of the bench seats in the back of the limousine and reupholster it,
Uh,
and maybe put the company logo in the upholstery. If you were to have the measurements, is that something that you could also?
Yes.
yes. You just send me the picture, and then I just need the measurement, and I take care of it.
Wow. So that sounds fantastic. And who knows, maybe we can have some East Coast and West Coast business going on. But listen, for our viewers out there, we've got Myrna with us today from St. Port Lucie, Florida, where Ariel is streaming live. She's doing her remote there while I'm in studio in Las Vegas. And for all of the viewers out there, if you ever make it down to Palm Beach and stop on by Port St. Lucie and see her, and she'll take care of you. I know for a fact that there's some viewers that are listening that I do know have yachts. And what I was told about boat and yacht ownership was that there are 2 days that you really love it. That's the day you buy it and the day you sell it. But the other thing is, the best thing about having a yacht is having a friend with a yacht. So you don't have to deal with all the headaches that come along with those yachts. But in this particular case, it looks like Myrna could take care of all of you and get that interior and that upholstery looking just perfect and make it look like a mega yacht. The designs, if you've ever seen those yachts, are absolutely phenomenal. So again, welcome, Myrna. And you've been in this business for 30 years, yes?
Yes, thank you.
And would you believe that, Mac? OMG, I said, this is not my job. I said, but I can try. So she tried to test me, said, why don't you sewing, right? So I said, but I said, it's not going to work because it's like zigzag. I said, I can do the taping. So I did the taping and a little bit, thumb mark, how do you call that? Some,
Yeah.
well, these are like icing glass. We're finishing the icing glass for the yacht, and then the only thing I can do is fold it and tape it. That's all I can do. I said, I that's an easy job, but OMG, this is a hard job. Think about that. A yacht, a boat, anything, upholstery, and she did it. I said, how did you do it? You don't even have a degree. You don't have any engineering because there's a part of measurement, and I guess you don't need to be engineer, you don't need to be I mean, expert doing sewing or fixing or building the boat, and there she is, amazing.
It's all about.
You know, back in the
All
day,
about
and I don't even want to say back in the day because people assume I'm talking about back in my day, but 100 years ago, it wasn't common for everyone to go to college or university. As a matter of fact, even the professionals often started their careers by apprenticeship. So even up until, I guess, a few years ago, before we had a law school in Nevada, you could become a lawyer by not going to law school. In some states, still, you can become a lawyer by you don't have to go to law school. You can actually get your hours by apprenticeship. And so, I would liken this to that. I mean, I'm sure, regardless of what the trade is, barring any regulatory requirements, if you have a great master, if you have a great mentor, if you have someone that you worked alongside and taught you the trade, I'm sure after 30 years, man, if I was working with Myrna for the last 10 years even, I might be able to pick up a few tricks and learn how to do it myself. So yeah, I mean, we have to understand that everyone's not geared for university or college. The expense is astronomical now, and unless you're a surgeon maybe, but by the way, even in the past, unless you're prescribing medication, I think that we need to really take a deep look at trade schools and apprenticeships. I mean, why do we need to spend $100,000 or more to learn how to do something when it's not a life or death kind of thing? I mean, trial and error and everything. Let's face it, when you're a doctor, they still say you're practicing medicine. When you're a lawyer, they still say you're practicing law. They never really say you mastered it. And even in law, they won't allow, in most states don't let you say you specialize, that you're a specialist in this field or that. There's only a few states that allow you to actually say that because of the nature of the beast there. But wow, it sounds exciting. I mean, to be able to get on those massive boats and those yachts, and I can only imagine. And you're just a stone's throw away from Palm Beach, where some of the largest mega yachts are moored in our country. I do know. I travel quite a bit myself, and I go to a number of events and functions, and the spring, especially now in the spring. Your business, Myrna, I believe, is probably it's probably about to be booming. I don't know. Do people mostly renovate their yachts in the off season, like in the winter, so they can have it nice and beautiful for the spring and the summer? Like like a lot of people like to diet in the winter so they can get a beach body. So is that how your business works? Is that how it works?
Yes, I can do anything. You tell me how you want it. I can do shade for your back of your house, like an awning. I can do anything on boats and canvas and interior or house.
well
Ask you this.
she
Can you drop any
anytime
names for
anything.
us? Have you done any famous people's boats or awnings?
Yeah.
Famous daw, may ginawa ka ng mga famous. Do you have a
Oh,
famous people?
pains. Not really pains. Not
Famous or
really
that
Oh,
you
pains.
knew
oh,
of? Maybe they sent their assistants. They probably sent their aides and their
Uh,
assistants to you because I'd be willing to bet that anybody with a mega yacht is either they're famous or they're definitely quite wealthy, and so they probably had an aid come to you. You probably don't even know who you're working with. I would find out, and I would market that.
Probably that she doesn't recognize. She has more than 200 clients. Sometimes she doesn't take it because she is so busy. We actually did 3 days straight to finish some icing glass. Yeah, but she's done for today. So then when I leave tomorrow, she's going back again to finish another project.
Okay, wonderful, wonderful. So, Arielle, are you going to be
Yeah,
coming back with a deeper tan? What's the weather like in Port St. Lucie?
I the weather is a bit sweat. But anyway, it's her city is like nearby Palm Beach, but it's not like Las Vegas. Okay, so there you go. But it's a beautiful place. It's near the water. So when you get here, we can do filming. Actually, I asked the mayor yesterday, but due to short notice, because I supposed to discuss with him the hashtag no hate Asian and about how he handled his pandemic here. But the secretary said if I wish I have enough time, they will do the interview for the mayor. So maybe next time when I come back. Okay, she has to
Wonderful.
go because she has.
Now that you've mentioned,
Uh,
now that you've mentioned that we've with the stop the hate and all of this xenophobic activities, I'd like to say that across our nation we've had a number of attacks and some things that have been contributing to hate crime against as a result to the pandemic. And I would like to say that we're very proud here in Las Vegas that we haven't seen um, any reports of violence against our Asian American and Pacific Islander community. With that note, Arielle, as you know, and Myrna, I'd like to say, I am the local Las Vegas president for the Chinese American Citizens Alliance, and I'm the United States rep, the national rep for the Chinese American Citizens Alliance. And we are the oldest civil rights organization in this country. The second is actually the NAACP, the National Organization for the Advancement of Colored People. But for a somber note, I have to say something that one of our former chair women to our committees with the Chinese American Citizens Alliance, I was notified, passed away uh, on Monday, or the 22nd, I believe that was Monday. Emily Higby. I'd like to send out condolences to her family, to her husband, Mr. Higby. Emily Higby was a pillar here in Las Vegas. She sat on numerous boards with numerous Asian American and Pacific Islander organizations, and this is just a short while after another one of our friends passed away a month or so ago. And I just wanted to send out the condolences. We send the condolences to the Higby family from Arielle Live TV, and of course from Miller Associates, myself personally, and the Chinese American Citizens Alliance. So with that, a little somber news, but she is now fighting that battle in heaven. So I will say this, Emily, safe your committee at some point, God willing, but we know it's coming. God bless the family and our condolences. So,
Why drink hydrogen water? Second only to air, water is most crucial to our existence. But what if we could make water even better? Scientific advancements and cutting-edge technology now make it possible. The solution is the New Life Eco Hydrogen Enriched Water Machines. Hydrogen is a super antioxidant that reduces oxidative stress and inflammation. It also supports cognitive function by neutralizing the most harmful free radicals to help improve mental focus and clarity. 70 to 80% of our immune system is in the gut. Stress, illness, and poor diet can weaken our gut, And New Life Echo Hydrogen Water may help to repair and restore it. But it doesn't stop there. Its antioxidant effects have a positive impact on muscle fatigue and reduced lactic acid in the blood during exercise, so athletes' recovery time is less. The hydrogen works at the molecular level to help hydrate both athletes and non-athletes alike. Hydrogen also signals your cells to produce more ATP, a chemical that stores and releases energy, so you won't need to reach for caffeine. All you'll need is the New Life Echo. This is all backed by 12 years of scientific research and more than 700 scientific studies. We have over 20 patents, and only New Life Echo provides you with the highest possible amount of molecular hydrogen, up to triple the amount of our competitors. And even better, our proprietary Synergy Resonance technology allows you to add biofrequencies to your water, a revolutionary approach to wellness, a first in the hydrogen water category. Join the New Life Ventures technology revolution and talk to a brand partner today. It's time to optimize your health while boosting your wealth.
We didn't trust the ones out there, so we asked our super high-tech security experts to develop a system that could better protect our users. Our e-wallets include tedious cyber wars, penetration testing, and load balance testings between well-known black and white hackers hired specifically for Symphonic. With thousands of different types of cryptocurrencies in the world today, selecting the right one can be a challenge. The coin must be secure and accessible on exchanges all over the galaxy. A common problem with well-known cryptocurrencies, such as Bitcoin and Ethereum, is its slow and unreliable speeds when processing large volumes of trade. Some transactions take over 3 days. Also, there are no assets backing these coins, which leads to their value being highly volatile and potentially risky to use.
And we are back. And for those that are new to the broadcast, we have a guest with us, and that's Myrna from Myrna Johnson's Upholstery out of Port St. Lucie, Florida. Of course, I am Mack Miller, co-host with Arielle, who is on scene. She is broadcasting remotely from Port St. Lucie, Florida. Arielle, we are back.
I know. Listen, I just want to say thank you so much for joining me here, Myrna. And I want to see Myrna to do the shout out because we have a party tonight. And maybe after this, Zol can put this in our YouTube channel and we can play it tonight at her house. So go ahead, Myrna. Shout out to all your friends who's coming today at your house for our party. Um, go away party. Some of your friends are coming up today, right?
Yeah.
Connie.
I have Connie and I have Eve and I have
Well,
Adele.
shout out to all
Sorry,
her friends.
I was just shocked. What you just told me right away what to tell, and then like, okay, now I just like I have to think which one is coming, and then but I have a couple friends that's coming over, and we're gonna have a party later.
Shout out to my friend Nita Scott, and of course the owner of the house, Brian. And I get to meet their children that I never sent for over what? Oh my God, 15, 16 years. Stacy, get to see you, Stacy, and also Megan. And of course, Hunter, your grandson, right?
Yeah,
And your son-in-law is what? What's his name?
Harvey.
Harvey, your son-in-law, and the two friends of your daughter. We
Yes,
got to ride the
side by side.
side by side. We went to Holopao, and really, really, you ride in the dirt. Holopao is more than 10,000 square miles or acre, and you can ride a dirt anything, dirt bike, four wheeler, any side by side. So, oh my God, I killed myself on that one. My back and body are dead.
We we know
During the
you've been enjoying yourself in Port Lucie there, Arielle. I recall we had a brief meeting the other day, and you let slip the cards that you. I don't know if you were playing mahjong or poker or what, but I didn't give away your hand when I happened to see it on the Zoom conference that we were having. But that's okay because at least I wasn't on the golf course at the time, which is often common for myself. Myrna, let me ask you this, and
uh,
not to get on a somber note, but just out of curiosity, because I just did a tour across half of America. I would say I got as far as Texas last week, back and forth with the Republican Chamber of Commerce and Miller Associates. But one of the things I found interesting was how differently each state, Arizona, New Mexico, and Texas, were handling their current orders or mandates or handling the coronavirus in their states. Arizona has it optional on wearing masks. And I loved it. I was like, oh my God, I would walk in and I find out that they didn't require them in that establishment. And then New Mexico was similar. And then, of course, by the time we got to Texas, Texas had opened up completely 100%. And so it was actually a breath of fresh air. Sorry to not trying to make that a pun, but how is it in Florida? How is it in Port St. Lucie? What is it like there with this coronavirus, and what kind of mandates do you have there? Are you restricted in hours? I know there were a lot of arrests that just took place in Miami a couple of nights ago because the Miami City set a curfew of 8 o'clock, and over 1,000 people were arrested for being out past 8 o'clock. How is it there in Port St. Lucie?
well, actually, right now, Myrna and I, we got to go to, they call it arcade. Actually,
Oh
arcade
my
is the little
gosh.
casino here, but they're not really restricted. They only, you just have to wear your mask going in. Okay, and let it sit there until you come out. But on the restaurant, exactly the same thing in Las Vegas. They're not much restricted here, but they're still careful. Of course, everybody's still careful. They still have to wear masks. But while I'm here for a week now, we don't have much restriction like close at 8 o'clock. No, it's still open, huh?
Yeah.
You can tell
Good,
me more
good.
about
I
it.
thought that was interesting. I'd like to let all of our viewers know that while you may have a curfew somewhere in Florida and in other cities across the nation, Las Vegas is wide open. We are open and ready for business. We've got deals here that you probably can't beat anywhere else. And we welcome all our visitors and our tourists back to the wonderful city of Las Vegas. So I have to give a shout out for my hometown, Las Vegas, Nevada, and the fact that we are back and open, and we have shows that are back open. And Las Vegas was the hardest hit city in our country for unemployment when the pandemic required the governor to set his mandates closing different businesses. So we're very proud that we're coming back strong. Next week or April 6th, the Clark County School District, I think we're the fifth largest school district in the nation, will be opening back up for all of the kids And for those who still want to do virtual learning, they'll have that option as well. But I'm proud to have my daughter back in our Clark County School District as of the 6th. And we'll have more information about that. Are the schools back open there in Florida or in Port St. Lucie, Myrna?
Open now, you guys. They're open now. But anyway, Myrna wants to say goodbye. She's going back to work to finish some of the boat that she's finishing. Go ahead, Myrna.
Matt, I'd like to say thank you and thanks for your time and sharing with you, and I really appreciate. I'm happy to meet you and spend
Well,
time with my
thank you,
best
and
friend.
thank you for joining us live here on the Arielle Live TV show. We're going to take another
Yeah.
little short break, and when we come back, we'll be discussing some more news.
Okay. Thank you. Nice to meet you. Thanks for your time again.
Why drink hydrogen water? Second only to air, water is most crucial to our existence. But what if we could make water even better? Scientific advancements and cutting-edge technology now make it possible. The solution is the New Life Eco Hydrogen Enriched Water Machines. Hydrogen is a super antioxidant that reduces oxidative stress and inflammation. It also supports cognitive function by neutralizing the most harmful free radicals to help improve mental focus and clarity. 70 to 80% of our immune system is in the gut. Stress, illness, and poor diet can weaken our gut, and New Life Eco Hydrogen Water may help to repair and restore it. But it doesn't stop there. Its antioxidant effects have a positive impact on muscle fatigue and reduced lactic acid in the blood during exercise, so athletes' recovery time is less. The hydrogen works at the molecular level to help hydrate both athletes and non-athletes alike. Hydrogen also signals your cells to produce more ATP, a chemical that stores and releases energy, so you won't need to reach for caffeine. All you'll need is the New Life Echo. This is all backed by 12 years of scientific research and more than 700 scientific studies. We have over 20 patents, and only New Life Echo provides you with the highest possible amount of molecular hydrogen, up to triple the amount of our competitors. And even better, our proprietary Synergy Resonance technology allows you to add biofrequencies to your water, a revolutionary approach to wellness, a first in the hydrogen water category. Join the New Life Ventures technology revolution and talk to a brand partner today. It's time to optimize your health while boosting your wealth.
All right. It's a little bit hard echoing, but anyway, thank you so much for you look handsome, always dress up nice, and here I enjoy myself here, and of course, birthday celebrant, not other daughter. I get to bond with my daughter because, as we mentioned, we talk about the pandemic. I never seen my daughter coming out on her room. This is only the alibi for me to bring her here so I can bond with her because either way she is with me in Vegas. She never come out on her room, so I never had a chance to basically bond with her. And this is a timing, and I just want to make sure she's stuck next to me rather than me on her house. Like, if Yasi, let's go. So she doesn't want to come out. But now, finally, she's out. But over here, the pandemic, they're still careful. They're still wear the mask. They're still the same thing. But they're actually open now. You know, almost 100%. Everybody can walk around. Everybody are not worried to each other. It's just they're still wearing a mask here. Going inside the restaurant, you had to wear, and then when you sit down, you had to remove it. And of course, I got to go places with her, show me around with, of course, near the water. Everybody here are like on the boat. Every houses have the boat. The beauty about here is like, I'm in the Philippines. They have mango, they have coconut tree. She has all those things in her house. Mango, tree, papaya, guava, every fruits that you can think of back to the Philippines. So it's like I'm in the Philippines here, actually. Yes, back to you,
And
man.
you didn't even need a passport. Let me ask you, I've been, reluctant over the last year to travel by commercial airlines, not because I have a problem with commercial airlines particularly, and not because I have a problem with flying, but I'm not, I am one of those people that, I gotta say it, I'm gonna be straightforward. I am one of those people that just did not agree with mask wearing. And for the small periods of time that we have to wear the mask when we enter a business until we sit down to get water or something that we're eating, I could not see myself wearing a mask for 5, 6 straight hours. As a matter of fact, just to tell a quick story, there's a loophole to the mask rules, and it was if you're eating or you're drinking something, then you don't have to have the mask on because obviously you can't eat or drink with a mask on. So I had bought a straw, and what I did was I bought a pack of straws, and I took all of the straws, and I took one straw and pushed it into the other straw, and I took another straw and I pushed it into the other straw, and I had about 4 straws. I think I had about 3 feet worth of straw. And what I did was I ordered a drink, and I sat on the plane and I had my mask on. I took my mask off and I had a straw in my mouth and it led all the way to my cup. So the whole time I think while I was flying, I had the straw in my mouth so I didn't have to wear the mask.
Cheater, cheater. What? But for me, I had to wear a mask. American Airlines. There you go. For 4 hours, 5 hours flight, you had to wear a mask. So no commotion happened. Not like the other day. There's a big fight happen on American Airlines, but on my airlines, nothing happened. So I just want to say thank you for for the good flight that we have. So I'm going back early morning tomorrow, and going back to Angara. Of course, we have a concert there on Saturday. So you need to come there. And Saturday you are a guest, and this is gonna be on the flyers I give you. So I believe you already talked to Jared Tagli. So
Yes, let's
I
make
just
sure we
wanna.
get that out. Let's make sure you post it.
Yes, I just want to do the shout out here in Fort Lucy. Let me recall those friends of mine, Nida and Scott Silvers, and of course the Johnson's family. Myrna, thank you, and your husband Brian, and got to meet Jamie, Hunter, and Brady, and Stacy, and the whole friends of yours, Myrna. Thank you so much for the fun, the card. You're funny, Mac. You spilled the bin. But anyway, Ate Connie, who else? Cora,
Teresita,
Teresita,
Bill.
Bill. Tonight we're gonna meet each other at her house. We're gonna have a cookout. They're giving me a party, go away party tonight. And of course, I just want to say thank you to everyone. They're in this town, in this state, are laid back. It's not like we're in the city, fast paced. Over here, it's just like I'm in the Philippines. That's about it. So, Mac, you did a good job. Thank you so much. I get to see you, and maybe we can call each other afterwards. And by the way, the background is so beautiful. And I just want to say thank you to Zol and, of course, Angel, our partner, pretty soon. So, yeah, congratulations to our relationship. And yes, we can do much better, and we're gonna move our studio inside so we can be able to secure our location. And keep smiling, Mac. Thank you so much, and you look handsome. I love your outfit. And back to you.
Thank you very much, Arielle. Well, it's been an absolute blast. You know, before we go, I would like to say something, and I'd like to, and it's actually some news, a little bit of a flip side of the news. One, we've got some news from the House, from Washington, D.C., and it seems as though several lawmakers have expressed alarm that Democrats are trying to petition to overturn, does this sound familiar? An election out of the second congressional district in Iowa. And they are saying that, oh my goodness, we shouldn't do this, we shouldn't do this. It's kind of interesting because I think in the past, obviously, we know this, that there was some pushback when the Republicans tried to overturn elections, and there's still things in court right now with regards to multiple close calls. They had a race there that was won by, I believe it was 6 votes in Iowa's second congressional district, and they're trying to overturn it. But the Democrats in the House, there are Democrats in the House that say, no, we don't want to do it. So I thought I'd just put that out there because we have to remember, folks, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. So we run the risk of a very slippery slope in our constitution or in our government, in the White House, in the Senate, in the House of Representatives, and in all the states. When we try to do something unilaterally as one party, whether it's Republican or as Democrats, we must remember that at some point the tides will change. And when the tides change, then you get a bunch of back and forth, and people just do the same thing, and we never get anywhere. So what I'm calling for is I'm calling for everybody to work together. I'll end on this, especially with some of the crisis and the bad things that are happening across the nation for Asian American and Pacific Islanders and against them. You have these golden retrievers, you have the chocolate or the Labradors, you have the dark, the black, the white, the yellow, etc. They're all the same breed, they're just a different color. We're all the same. We just need to work together. And Arielle, thank you for having me. Thank you for doing this remotely. I'm a little jealous that you're around all the yachts and you didn't even have to get a passport. You've got all those wonderful fruit trees and everything. So with that, I'll say goodbye.
Bye, Mac. Love you. Soon. Call me.